Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's Thursday. Big day. Just got done watching Kiltsy and Peter, and now we're here. Now we are here. So let's get started. Let's get right to it. And my friends, drink it if you got it, because I will. Good to see you. People are piling in. Very, very good. So, Kitsy had a nice show this morning. I tried to chime in, but for some reason on my little cell phone I couldn't hear. The sound didn't come out, but I tried. I started out and gave anybody else some time before I came in. I like Kilt's new format. Just Kilts. I like that. I think it's a great idea. And I think an informal show like that in the morning, but it's up to him. And when he named it Just Kilts, I said to myself, well, maybe he doesn't want other people in there. And I said, well, I don't want to keep crushing his party, so I stayed out and just watched for a while. But then the link showed up, so I watched, and I figured, well, let me give somebody else a chance to come in. Otherwise, it'll get kind of old and boring, perhaps. I don't want it to be the Kilts and Mitch show. But after about 15 minutes, I said, well, it seems to me like Kiltsy really wants a guest. And I know that feeling, because I have live streams where I want members of the community to come in, and when they don't come, you're sitting there going, what do I do now? So I tried to come in and had technical difficulties of some kind, so we'll work that out. But Peter came to the rescue about a half hour in, and it's good to see him there in his spiffy new Gary shirt. Chuck says, bummer that I didn't find Kilts' live this morning. Well, I started doing that 6 a.m. pre-show thing to give you guys a place to chat. So if you don't see my pre-show on, then that means Kilts is on. So go look for it. A lot of times it doesn't come up in our feeds like we would want it to. Thank you for that, YouTube. Yeah, yes, sir. Thank you for that, YouTube. But we can't control that. So sometimes you have to go looking for your friends. They don't just, they're not just standing outside your door. Peter says, I gave Gary's website address. Yeah, Gary's got an awful lot of us acting as his sales force, Peter. And I hope he does real well. The shirts are great. I'm not wearing a Gary shirt this morning. I got another. I don't have one like you had this morning, but I think they're coming. I think I got more coming. My post office informed delivery says I think there's a package or two in the pipeline. Keep them coming. Save me money on clothes. Well, it's great to see you all here this morning. Lady June, first one in. And Brian Dish early this morning. Chuck Supertune, how are you doing, my friend? Good to see you. And Wayne Herman from Lake Gaston, WEFM in the morning. Good to see you. Good to see you. Sandy Blythe, hiya Sandy, how are you? And Yellow Rose, hiya Rose. From the United Kingdom, Mike Seeley. Mike Seeley's going to come visit me on a regular Thursday morning cigar puffing while the girl cleans the house event. Looking forward to that. Always looking forward to that. Dennis, good morning. Dennis, DJ Bro, how are you, my friend? And Chris Swain from Australia is here. Michael Kinney, good morning, Michael. Brian Airy, good morning to you. Amanda, hi, Amanda. How are you this morning? Good to see you. I saw all of you, or most of you, in Kelsey's chat. And it got back up to about 80 viewers or so there towards the end, which means people are finding it. And I hope he continues and enjoys that 6 a.m. thing, because that was a big part of my day. And I was disappointed to see him stop. But things seem to be settling down for my friend Kelsey. And, you know, we all wish him the best. That's for sure. That's for sure. Amanda says hi to Brian. Jem is here. Hi, Jem. How are you? Good to see you. Carnivore Wayne is with us. Good morning. Good morning to you. Liz. Hi, Liz. Good to see you on this Thursday morning. Beautiful out there this morning. I enjoyed a little bit of relaxing time that I get at 6 a.m. After I've got everything set up, ready to go live, I just go out there and become a consumer. Become a consumer. And this morning, God, I love it when things are predictable. Lambs and Robbie Audrey both right here at exactly 7 o'clock. Congratulations, guys. Good to see you here. Jerry, good morning, Jerry. How you doing? Halfway through the fast. More than halfway through the fast. Wow, today's the 16th. Well, halfway through. 16 down, 15 to go. Let's see, 30 days, September, April, June, and November. 31 days in July, yes. Yes. Francine in Montreal. Hi, Francine. Good to see you. Always good to see you. Max is here. Hiya, Max. Put some QQQs in the chat if you want to steer the conversation. And we'll see if we can get to them. Try to keep up, not get too far behind today. Who is this? Marla Kelly. Good morning, Marla. How you doing? Good to see you. And Donna's here. Hi, Donna. Sparky Donna from Bay Area, California. Up early in the morning. And Barry Simon, my good friend in Boston. How you doing, Barry? Good to see you. I love those exercise Richard Simmons style videos that you put out yesterday. That was great. Those are great. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, wait. What did I do with them? Oh, no. What did I do with them? Oh, I'm sorry. I put them in the wrong place. Here it is. Here it is.
All right, class, let's get moving. Peter, looking good. Keep it up. Rick, Kiltsy, feel that burn. Now, side steps, left and right. Great job, everyone. You're crushing it.
And I took a look. It was really funny. I took a look at that picture. Let me show you this. I took a look at the picture. That's a frame that I captured from the video to see who the other people in there were. And there's Peter. There's Peter. There's Rick. This has got Kiltsy taller than me, which is not true, but there's Rick back there, and there's Kiltsy, and way back right there, look who's there. Maybe a little fuzzy, but it's even got Gary in there. And I thought that was great. And I wanted to show you that this morning. Barry, that was fabulous. I really appreciated that. I like that one. So thank you, Barry. It's incredible how much detail you're able to pull out of those AI things. And I used AI yesterday. I actually used it myself. The thumbnail on that video that I made about cooking the steak yesterday, I used that video and I prompted it, and I basically show you a picture of a man eating a steak with a thought bubble full of sugary foods like ice cream, bread, and boom. I used Google's Gemini AI to create that. I don't use AI a lot, but why not? Why not? Don Chonker, good morning, Don. How are you? Donna Ray, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, Mitch and friends, it says. And my phone has gone ding. ICYMI, retain members instead of losing them for good. Somebody bought me a coffee with an advertisement. Oh, no, it wasn't. They didn't buy me a coffee. It was buy me a coffee. It wants me to use it more. Okay, buy me a coffee, everybody. Thank you. They actually feel the need to promote themselves to me, and I don't promote that stuff too much. It's nice. See, I'll put the link in the chat in case anybody would like to buy me a coffee. I never turn them down. Where's the link? Where is it? There it is. Hang on. This is the height of professional show business, after all. All right, let's post my buy me a coffee link in there. I haven't gotten a coffee for a cup. That's still a little way to nothing because I don't ask for it very often, but it's there. Buy me a coffee, and thank you. Help support my efforts. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Where was I? Let's see. Danny in Boston. Hiya, Danny. Good morning to you. Good to see you here. Peter. Hiya, Peter. Peter the Star. You did good on Kelsey this morning. I like the shirt, too. That's Gary's shirts. And for some reason, I don't know why, because I don't make any money, but Gary is such a good friend, both of me and the channel and of the community, and he's working so hard. He's working so hard in this t-shirt business of his. He said he's maximized his 50 t-shirt limit with Bonfire, which is unbelievable. So he may be making some changes there, but I will put the link. And I know they use campaigns, but you may just, the ones that you're not getting interest, because it works that way. People aren't buying or people aren't interested in, just replace that campaign with a campaign of a more popular product, because having 50 products on that channel is a lot. It's a lot of stuff. But I hope it's going to work out well for you. There's the link to the Bonfire channel for store for our friend Gary. So like Peter said this morning, he goes out in public wearing carnivore t-shirts and kind of draws people out of public who are exploring or doing the carnivore lifestyle, and it's a good way to maybe meet some people and form some local groups. No better support than that, than to have some friends where you can meet up with locally, go out to eat, just come over each other's houses. You'll make great friends. I've made fabulous friends because I made the insane decision one day to stop eating plants. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? We'll continue to go through the chat today. It's one of those days. Richard Williams, Copperhill, how you doing, Richard? Good to see you. And Peter is telling everybody that, yes, after Mitch tried to come on and I had technical difficulties, I decided to come on to Kiltsy. We had fun. Peter, that's the idea. I don't think he wants a big panel. But if you do what I do, or what Kiltsy does every day, you want to try to have some interesting content at least. We do the panel Wednesday mornings, and tonight, Thursday night, at the members community, we will have a panel, and we always have a great time. It's great for friendship. It's support. I look forward to it. The activities that I do on YouTube are the highlights of my day. Really. That's what happens when you live alone. You don't have a whole lot of contact with the outside world. I did go to the gym yesterday. I went to the gym yesterday and did the treadmill. Finally got around to that. The weather didn't look great, so I drove up there rather than take the scooter. I got the teddy bear in here with me, so I didn't want him to get lonely sitting out there outside in the basket or anything. I mean, it's the closest I'll ever get to a pet. I guess I got to take care of it. Nice pet, though. Doesn't eat, doesn't make a mess, doesn't make noise. Perfect. Perfect. He's sitting over there on top of my power supply. found a home for him next to Rant Man. See Rant Man there? There's Rant Man sitting over there. My studio is filling up full of memorabilia, it appears. And the conversation is hot at it. I am still only at the beginning of it. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. Lucy's here. Good morning, Lucy. How are you? And Peter says, where is Gary this morning? I don't know. I don't see him in the chat yet, but maybe busy designing T-shirts. Who knows? Who knows? Did I say hi to you yet? Hi, Sandy. If I didn't, hi, how are you? And Jerry Voitis is here. Good morning, Jerry. And Patricia Butler is here. Good to see you. And advertising the Boston meetup. Boston area meetup Saturday, August 22nd, 12 noon to 4 p.m. at Fogo de Chao in Middlesex Turnpike, Burlington, Massachusetts. Be there or be square if you can. Danny and Barry are putting that on, and it's about 5 weeks away now, so time is approaching. Time is approaching, and the weather should be beautiful up there. Maybe a little warm. And Peter noticed something that I noticed. The early morning hours are much better for attendance. And I've been watching. I always watch those numbers. And yesterday I watched his 9 a.m. and he was running 50 people, 40, 50, maybe he got up to 60. But in the morning is where most of the people can participate before they start their day's activity. I don't know what the ideal time might be, because 9 a.m. you'd think is 6 a.m. on the West Coast, and it should make very little difference whether you have, but maybe we got more East Coast people in our community because of these early morning live streams are too early. So people haven't gotten into the habit of it. I think you got to do it for a while at a particular time to find out how the balance of East versus West Coast will be. If I could figure this out, it's like the stock market. If I could figure out a surefire way of predicting what's going to happen, I'd be a billionaire probably, but you can't do that with the markets, and you can't do that with YouTube or anything else. You never know. You never know. Okay. Karen Field, hello from England. Hi, Karen. Good morning to you. Peter likes the exercise video. Anthony is here. Hi, Anthony. How you doing, my friend? PPL, good morning. Good morning from Smoky, Ontario. Yeah, that's right. I've heard they have a lot of fires going on up there. Terry P is here. Hi, Terry P. Good morning to you. Kevin, good morning, Kevin. Corgi lover. Has Gary actually sold a t-shirt yet? Gary probably has sold many, many t-shirts. I have heard many times from members of our community, I have bought a shirt from Gary. So yes, has Gary made enough in commissions or royalties from the t-shirt sales to cover the costs of sending out all the samples he has? I don't know, but he will. He will, because the shirts are great. The shirts are great. And nobody else in this community, including me, who I have about 3 or 4 different t-shirts that I put out there, and once in a blue moon somebody buys one, and I don't promote them, and I'm not trying to make a ton of money off of that. But when somebody takes it seriously, like Gary, and creates the array of fabulous, interesting, and pretty shirts, he deserves to make some money. A little side gig. Why not? And I hope everybody supports him. Peter says, Mitch, check your email. Okay. Peter bought me a coffee. Thank you, Peter. Said if you don't ask, you don't get. I know that. That was my father. One of my father's very wise sayings. He would always say, if you don't ask, you don't get. I feel funny asking for it, but that's nice. And thank you, Peter. Thank you for that. And also, Barry Simon bought me 5 coffees. Thank you, Barry. You do so much. You do so much for me, for this channel, and for this community. We all owe you a great debt of thank you. And Peter, too. I appreciate both you guys. True that. True that. Kathy is here. Hiya, Kathy. Good to see you. Good to see you. She says, Peter will meet a carnivore lady. Well, we hope so. That would be nice. If I had to start, and it's getting a little late for me, I think, but if I had to start a new relationship and I was a carnivore, I would rule out everyone that was not a carnivore or keto, a serious keto. I could not and would not start a relationship with someone that would fill my house full of garbage to tempt me and probably get me off keto. That I couldn't go out to eat with because, well, you know the deal. A carnivore dating site would be great, but there just aren't that many of us. And it's pretty well, any relationship that might have developed from a carnivore dating site would, it, by definition, be a long distance relationship and maybe even an international relationship. And I've tried some of those things, and for me, they don't work out. They just don't work out. Remember, QQQ, if you got something to talk about. Barry Simon reminds me that the bear's name is Roberto. Thank you to Susie Marsh for that. Roberto. ROBEAR-TO. An homage to my friend Kiltsy as well. So, I don't know if Kiltsy is thrilled about that. I think he got a kick out of it. I haven't talked to him about it much. Amy, good morning. Good morning to you. And Michael Pregler, how you doing? Coming back from the gym as usual. And I did get to I said I got to the gym yesterday. I got on the treadmill. I was hesitant. Ended up doing about 15 minutes at about 1.5 miles an hour. And of course, holding on. I think I could go a little faster than that, but I wanted to be careful. And then, as most of you who have done treadmills really know, when you stop, you got to take a second to get your sea legs back. And I was concerned about that. Then I went and did some upper body, a little bit of pull downs and curls, and did a little dumbbells, and ended up staying about 40 minutes altogether. And it was great. I'm going to really try to make sure I can get up there at least every other day and do that. Peter, that's a great idea. I like that. And Barry is always looking for ideas. I'd love to see a video meme where Roberto comes to life, interacts with Mitch, while riding in the basket of Mitch's scooter. That would be cute. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Barry. I'm going to get Roberto here. Oh. Long way over there to Roberto. I'm going to get Roberto here. And I'm going to clear that message off the screen. And I'm going to clear this off the screen. And I'm going to hold Roberto up so you can capture the image. There you go. And you can use that to feed the AI. Let me give you a close-up of his face. This is the cutest thing. This is the cutest thing. So there you go, Barry. There's a little Roberto images for you to use. Cool. All right. Let him back over here. That's something you don't see every day, folks. Something you don't see every day. Okay. We got to have fun. We got to have fun and try to find things to laugh about. Why bother? Why bother making your way through this world if you can't be entertained somehow by something, even if it's just silly? In fact, preferably something silly. Lighten up. That's a daily challenge of mine, just to try to put myself in situations where I can be happy and smiling, looking for funny things and humor. And fortunately, through everything, I'm still been able, even though I do rant and I do get tense sometimes, I still manage to retain a sense of humor, without which, why bother? Why bother? You're right, Kevin, that was a very clever name for the bear, and that's Susie Marsh. Susie Marsh came up with that, and that was great. That's a great name. A great name. A question from Peter. Who else? Have you checked your email? Yes, I did. Thank you, Peter. Appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Everybody's saying hi to Amy. Jerry says 9 a.m. isn't convenient. No, it's not. Not for East Coast time. But for Mountain time or West Coast time or for the west half of the country, it's like 6 and 7 a.m. is for the East Coast. So what are you going to do? I remember the day especially in the evening when the major networks had both an East Coast feed and a West Coast feed 3 hours later. That made sense. We can't do that on YouTube, but it worked. Johnny Carson, for example, came on at different times in different time zones because they had a whole network of affiliate stations that could control individually what got broadcast in a particular time zone. YouTube doesn't do that, or can't. It is when it is. But you have to try to find a happy medium, I think. Isn't that what we're searching for in life? Some kind of a happy medium. Barry says to Peter, maybe, or be like Ted. Yeah, Ted. There you go. Cute little bear. What kind of voice are we going to give Roberto? We'll see. We'll see. Do we want him to have a childlike voice or an adult-like voice? Up to 9:24. Okay, not too far behind. A question for Barry. Carnivore Wayne says, hey, Barry, how close to Logan Airport is the restaurant? Any idea? I can look it up. I think I'm sure Barry will answer that in the chat, but I think he told me about a half an hour. Now, I could be about 30 minutes. There you go. See that? I remember hearing that. About 30 minutes. About a half hour from the airport. Not too bad. I guess depending on the traffic and the time of day in Boston. I haven't been back to Boston since the Big Dig. Remember that? The Big Dig. That was years and years and years ago. I spent a lot of time in Boston when I was in the service, but that was in the 1960s. I was stationed outside of Boston. I was up there for about 9 months. I thought I'd recognize the city anymore. Cordelia, good morning to you. How you doing in Albany? Good to see you. Good to see you. And get through some of this chat. Question from Peter. Mitch, do you think that walking on the treadmill will help you improve your overall endurance, health, and maybe also your balance too? Absolutely, Peter. Absolutely. No doubt about it. Walking behind a walker would improve all that as well. My right leg had to learn how to walk again and is still learning. The unconscious act that we have of walking, lifting our toe, picking our foot up, going back, and making sure that we put our heel down first and then end up on our toe and moving your foot back and forth every stride like that from heel to toe is something that you got to consciously think about until you regain that muscle memory. Lifting your leg off the ground, because what happens, and what happened to me was, as I was walking, is on my right leg, I I wouldn't lift the toe. You come off the stride with your toe down. The forward foot, you always roll off your toe. And then on the way back, you have to rotate it up so your heel hits the ground first when it's behind you. And you have to consciously lift it high off the ground. And you don't realize you're doing that when you're walking. But what happens if you don't do that? You end up dragging your other foot with the toe down, and then when you go to walk, you stumble over it. So I don't care what you're doing to relearn the art of walking like that with your legs. You just got to do it. And in that respect, the treadmill becomes a very good training tool. And I don't like to walk around outdoors behind a walker. It just makes me feel unhappy to have a walker in front of me. We all have that image. It's kind of like an admission that you're old and infirm. And I'm fighting that mental attitude about being old and crippled and disabled and infirm and handicapped. I don't want to feel that way. I still want to feel. So walking on the treadmill, you don't feel handicapped and infirm and crippled because maybe right next to you on the other treadmill is some younger person jogging. There's no stigma attached. There's no association attached with walking on the treadmill. The scooter has a little of that stigma attached to it, and I feel like it riding on the scooter. I feel disabled because it's a disabled medical device. The mind controls an awful lot, and your own self-image and attitude is so important as to what you project in the outside world. Peter, you know that better than anybody as a salesman. You project confidence, you're going to get sales. You project failure, nobody's going to buy a thing from you. Well, it's the same way about with your own image. It's why we feel, when we lose weight, we have a better self-image. There was a book written at one point called The Magic of Self-Image Psychology. And I forget who wrote it. It was a plastic surgeon. And he talked about the fact that how much better people's lives became when they had a better self-image after surgery, and also talked about the fact that some people after surgery saw no improvement in their attitude and views because their self-image, their physical image may have changed, but for some reason in their mind they weren't sold the idea that they're better looking now than they were. So in their mind, nothing changed. And their lives weren't enriched as much as those people whose self-image improved as right alongside of their physical image. It's called The Magic of Self-Image Psychology, and it's a great book. It's a great book. It's worth reading if you're interested in that kind of thing. And that, I think, is what's going on when you're recovering from a debilitating accident or illness. I got an offer because I knew I would after I made that scooter video. Remember when I said, remember when I said, I'm going to start getting offers from eventually, all of these different companies that make mobility devices. Well, it didn't take long. It didn't take long. I got an email from a company that makes what are fabulous looking e-bikes, electric bikes, and tricycles. And they have one new trike model, which has got, it's incredible looking, and they cost anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000 these things, and they have ranges of 100 to 200 miles. I mean, these are serious. serious machines. And I got this email from them, and saw your scooter video. You would be perfect for our bike. We want to send you one of these things, and you know. So I wrote back. I said, "Well, that would be great." Now I don't want to act too excited because you know, these things are not cheap, and they don't send them to just anybody. But they found me, so I said I would be interested. What did you have in mind? And they wrote me back this morning and proposed a particular model of this big trike, electric trike, that costs around $1,800. It'd be the biggest and most expensive thing I've ever reviewed. So I haven't answered him back from his email this morning, but he went on raving about my scooter video and how this is, you know, they want to present this. But I've looked at this thing, and the only reason I might be interested in getting it is the fact that it can be used by anybody, from people exploring, from people who are bicyclists, from older people that are trying to recover from something and get around that don't have the balance anymore to ride regular bicycles. For me, it looks like an incredible recovery tool to get out on something, because with these e-bikes, you have a choice. You can either pedal with a small assist from the electric motors, or simply let the electric motors do everything. And this thing it's a dual motor bike. It's first class. So I'm going to write back and accept their offer, and they're going to send me this refrigerator-sized box, it looks like, which is going to make for some interesting videos. I'm looking for it as a tool that I can use almost every day to go out there and exercise my legs on with and here's the kicker, no fear of running out of steam and getting stuck somewhere, unable to get home. That's the magic benefit for me. I can ride, if I want to, almost until exhaustion, and then switch it over to the electric motor mode and ride it home with no extra work, and perhaps recover a little on the way back. That is something you could actually, it goes 25 miles an hour at top speed, so you could probably do short little hops out on the roads with it if they have bike paths and things, but I'm not ready for that yet. But this looks great. I don't expect everybody to jump on the bandwagon like they do with a little kitchen gadget and buy one. That's not the reason. If the company can use these videos to help promote the sales, whether I get credit for them or make any money, I don't care. But the opportunity to get one of these things, I'm willing to work for them and make some usable videos, whether I get paid to sell them or don't. That's not the reason. I'm excited about it. Stay tuned for that. I think it's going to be a great recovery tool for me. In fact, it's so great. Had I thought of it, I might have actually bought one. We'll see. So that's going to be coming. And I know I'm going to start getting flooded with emails from companies that sell these products wanting me to make videos. Most of the videos that they make out there on these products are all technical stuff. They don't really show somebody using it and enjoying it in different settings and different, use cases. There's no shortage of people talking about, well, these motors are 2,200 watts and the batteries are so big, and you've got this chain and it's got a dual split rear differential and the suspension. Hardware. And anybody who sells a product knows, like the old expression, sell the sizzle, not the steak. Sell the enjoyment and benefits of using whatever it is, rather than focusing on the technical aspects of it. That's what sells. When you sell a car, you don't sell wheels and motors and differentials. You sell cruising on a oceanfront road with the top down and the wind in your hair. That's the sizzle. Sell the sizzle, not the steak. So I think this is going to be fun. I think it's going to be fun. 7:30. I'm 15 minutes behind. All right, not too bad. Not too bad. I'm continuing to cruise. I wanted to mention that today because it didn't take very long. It didn't take very long. We're talking about palm oil. Loretta Nadeau, how you doing? Loretta, good to see you. And Aaron checked in. Good morning, Aaron. Always good to see you, sweetie. You know that. Well, half the entries are Peter. But I guess that's okay as long as I can keep up. Well, oh my God, a big surprise. Hang on a second. You know, just when you're going along strong, just when you get it going, somebody always comes in and wants to make fun of you.
Don't hang out with Mitch.
Oh, Kelsey, I tried this morning. I tried, but
It was great. Everyone was saying hi to you on the live. It was really great. Peter came on. Peter and I had a great conversation. We got some really great people saying hi. And it's part of the journey. I got to see what I'm going to do tomorrow. I don't know yet.
okay, let me know, and I'll run that pre-chat if you can. That's all.
Yeah, just to load all my brothers and sisters. I got to go to a meeting. I just want to say hi. And I'm working on coming down there, and hopefully next week. I love you, my brother.
Okay, good. I want to tell you one thing. The 6 a.m. thing for you is great. I think it's great. It really is, and I think everybody enjoys it, and I think the attendance will build up if you become consistent with it.
I'm committed to 6 a.m. because it's my wake up. It's my community. It really is why I'm here. And it's great doing these interviews, and the 9 o'clock works great with Alia and guests. And I love just hanging out with my brothers and sisters, having a cup of coffee. It's my communion.
Well, that's what keeps a lot of us in carnivore. That's what keeps this YouTube thing keeps me involved with the community. So
Yeah.
just my 2 cents. I didn't jump right in this morning because I don't want to become the Mitch and Kilt show. I got enough work with my show. I'll come once in a while and say hi, but I want other people to come in. So I was tickled to see Peter come and join you. I really was
really
today.
good. And again, I'm grateful for you and everyone there. And maybe I'll see you tomorrow.
More than likely. Okay, buddy.
All right,
Take
everybody.
care.
Have a great day. God bless everybody.
Bye-bye. Yes, sir. The one, the only, Kelsey. That was great. He's busy. He's between surgery, but never pass up a chance to jump on somebody's YouTube channel. Everybody saying hi to Kelsey. Yeah, that was great. That was great. I was hoping he did. I sent him the link, and I put in the text. I said, if you get a little break in surgery, stop in quickly to say hello. So that was nice. And you know, with the technology we have, and the fact that you can do this on your cell phone, why not? Why not? Okay, I was talking about the trike. Peter says, are you going to let that company send you the trike? Absolutely. Are you kidding me? This thing is incredible. It's incredible. It would be an incredible healing tool for me. And yeah, I'm, if they want to send it to me, fine. Now I got an offer to get an elliptical machine. I mean, a real gym-sized elliptical machine. It costs a lot of money, and I don't want it. I said no. 'Cause there are things that I don't have room for. This company You remember the Bighorn Grill? I did the Bighorn Grill video. They're so enamored. They keep emailing me. We got all these other products. We want to send you this. We want to send you that. Yesterday I got an email. They want to send me a huge thing. It's an outdoor Argentina-style grill. If I was running a restaurant, I'd love to have it. But what am I going to do with it? So I wrote them back and thanked them profusely. And I said, if you get any small carnivore appropriate, they have a whole line of pizza ovens. I got no use. You have no use for a pizza oven. But they keep sending me, we want to send you one of these. It's crazy. You know, we'll work for stuff is what this YouTube, it seems like, is all about. But this bike, Peter, this would be an incredible tool for anybody that has gone through what I've gone through, a way of getting around, some transportation like the scooter, without the advantages of being a disabled device and being unprohibitable anywhere, but a transportation where you can get some exercise. You can't get a lot of exercise sitting on that scooter, but you can get you can work like hell on these bikes if you want to. And they got big fat tires, 4-inch wide tires. They're like beach bikes. They're all terrain, and they got enough power to take you up a 20% grade. And you can pedal assist if the electric motor's having a little trouble getting you somewhere. You can start pedaling and help out. It looks great. They're expensive. This particular one they want to send me is $1,800. But they have one that looks very similar to it that's $3,700. I don't know what the difference is. Maybe bigger batteries or bigger motors. But that $1,800 one would be more than I might need. And from the exuberance and excitement in their email to me, I imagine all I have to say is yes, and here's my address. So I'll probably do that today. So look forward to that. Listen, that's the new toy thrill that I get out of stuff. You know, that's about that much left to my life. Other than that, not going to have any more grandbabies. It is what it is. So we'll work for toys, I suppose. Amy says e-bikes are dangerous. Yeah, they can be very, very, very dangerous. Airplanes are dangerous. Cars are dangerous. Bicycles are dangerous. Skateboards are absurdly dangerous. Snowboarding is dangerous. Skiing is dangerous. Getting out of bed in the morning is dangerous. Scooters can be dangerous. It's true. It's up to the operator or the person to make sure whatever you're doing, that you're doing it safely. So you put somebody on an e-bike that has no idea of the dangers, they're probably going to get in trouble. A 3-wheel trike e-bike is the only e-bike I'd ever deal with. I was a motorcyclist all my life. All my life. I raced motorcycles. I rode them everywhere. I loved the motor. I've had tons of motorcycles. So the concept of a trike doesn't scare me. And I guarantee you, for me, it won't be a dangerous endeavor. For somebody else, maybe. But you're right. People who don't understand the trouble you can get in with any kind of a contraption, whether it's a roller skate all the way up to a jet airplane, oftentimes kill themselves. It's just life, Amy. It's just life. But the beautiful thing about the trike is you don't have to balance it. And that's most of the danger of the e-bikes, because people will ride them on surfaces that, like sand and gravel, and this trike would not tip over. You wouldn't dump you. At any rate, we have an option in life. weld ourselves into a steel box and be safe and bored, or get out there and live and try to be careful and responsible. But I agree, a regular two-wheeled e-bike in the wrong hands of somebody who, as say, never ridden a motorcycle, not clear about the limits of the thing, is a very dangerous thing. And people who want to ride those things, they don't think of it, but they should really get some training first. Really get some training and practice before you take it out into the wild in the deserts of Africa and other places where you may get hurt. Yeah, and that's another thing Michael says. They have limiters on them. Yeah, you get an e-bike that goes 85 miles an hour, you're going to kill yourself on it. The nice thing about this trike is it comes limited electronically to 15 miles an hour, top speed. You have to make a certain setting to allow it to go up to 25. But it's something you have to do purposely. So it's pretty much going to be safe and look out for you until you tell it to go into the fast mode. And then the most it's going to let you do is about 25 miles an hour. We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, everything's dangerous. Getting out of bed, slipping in the shower. You know, the world is fraught with dangers. You have to know what you're getting yourself into. That's true. Everybody's jumping on the bandwagon. Talking about how dangerous e-bikes are. Then, of course, Peter has a comment. I think the e-bike should be stable enough for a bitch that he won't get hurt. Yes, thank you, Peter. I agree. I would not. Listen, I am not taking any. I've taken my chances in life. I have flown the home-built aerobatic airplanes upside down. I've ridden motorcycles at 170 miles an hour. I've done all that. I've boated in storms. I have certainly risked my life any number of times, or found myself in situations that I wish I hadn't. I don't even take a step now without being certain of where I'm stepping, whether I'm going to be able to do it safely. And that's how come and I hate to jinx it, but I'm not falling down since I've had my stroke. I'm managing to not hurt myself. I'm so paranoid about injury. I'm the last guy that would hurt himself on any contraption. And I know which contraptions to avoid. So I appreciate everybody's care and thought. Maybe you're watching to be there when I do have an accident, like the going to the NASCAR to see the explosions and the crashes. But I walk carefully. I'm so careful about everything now. And I've had to be. Because one fall could be life-ending for me. A broken hip. Would I ever recover? And if I did recover from the actual surgery and replacement of the hip, would I have any muscles left to rebuild? And would I be able to start from square one again? I don't know. It's a scary thought. It never leaves my mind. It makes me very, very, very careful. Paul Tremblay. How you doing, Paul? I'm 76 and I ride my V-Star and and I would still be riding a motorcycle too a little bit if I hadn't had the stroke and the balance problems. I sold my motorcycle last year. I've always had a motorcycle. I had a huge motorcycle. I mean, a Suzuki 1800cc V-twin. 109 cubic inches. A C109 RT. I mean, huge. 850, 900 pound motorcycle. And I'm a skinny little guy. And I rode that thing fast. Oh, wow, that thing was amazing. Thomas, is Mitch buffering for everyone, just me? I don't know. I don't know. Not buffering. I don't think so, Thomas, but I have no way of seeing that. It might just be your internet connection. Richard Williams says, I've gone through 2 e-bikes. You'll not be able to pedal without the motor on. This bike, evidently, it says that you can disconnect the motor completely. It has from no motor to all motor, different settings. We'll see. We'll see. That's all a function of the speed controller. I don't know. I don't know. It says you don't have to pedal at all, and you can control how much of the load you're actually pushing and how much the motor's pushing. I don't know, but I do know you can certainly get exercise on this thing, and that's all I care about. Wow! Look at all the talk about the electric bike. This may be a very interesting thing. Might be a very interesting thing. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a good thing you and I have an understanding, Peter. Thanks, Corgi. Kiltsy saved me. Mitch was just about to kick my ass for chatting too much. Oh, man. It's a good thing. You know, it's a good thing that I'm allowed to bust on you from time to time, Peter, without devastating you. Because you know me, what's on my mind comes out of my mouth. They don't call me Mr. Tact for nothing. I'm more like... By saying hi to Kiltsy. 10 minutes behind. Going to try to wrap this up now. Let me get through this. I did a pretty good job of keeping up today. A lot of e-bike chat. I've actually, believe it or not, never ridden an e-bike. I've never ridden an e-bike. Urgent email. Urgent email, says Barry Simon. Uh-oh. I think we have a late stream treat in store here. Are you ready for this? It says, Jerry Voitish bought me a coffee too. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you. Appreciate that. What was your message, Jerry? Thanks for all you do, Mitch, he says. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's see. Are you ready for this? I don't know, Barry, if I'm ready for this or not, but let's give it a shot.
All right, Roberto, ready for our daily cruise?
All right.
Oh, joy! Another thrilling lap around the trailer park. Hey, don't be a grump. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful? It's a glorified parking lot with delusions of grandeur. Well, I like it. You're just a cynical bear. And you're delusional. We make a great pair. You always crack me up, Roberto. That's because someone has to bring the wit around here. Delusional? Look who's talking from a basket.
Oh, man. Oh, man, Barry, that was perfect. Holy cow. Holy cow. I love it. I love it. Oh, we have a whole new genre of memes coming, I think. That was great. Wow, wow, wow. Another one. Yes, sir. Oh, thanks, Barry. Thanks so much. And for the super chat, too. That's how you get people's attention on YouTube. If you can see what YouTube, they light it up for you. With all this shit going on everywhere on all these screens I have, that certainly grabs my attention. And Kathy says, question, e-bikes? Yes, pretty much all lithium ion today. They're pretty much all lithium ion batteries. This thing has a 20 kilowatt battery in it. It's good for about 100 miles. I mean, this is a serious. They have the bigger version that costs a lot of money, has a 200 mile range. Can you imagine that? I mean, an electric bicycle that if you're in shape or you have a lifestyle or you're younger, the uses you could have for something like that to both get exercise and make a day of it, have enough carrying capacity to carry a whole picnic. Some of these bigger ones even will take 2 passengers. But I think the one they want me to review is only a single passenger, although it looks just as big in the picture. These things are big. They're not scooter-like. They're not throw in the back of the car like. It's fascinating, very interesting, and I'm more excited about it than most of the offers I've ever gotten from anybody to review anything. And the saga will unfold as we see what happens. You still do, wow, look at the amount of conversation that little bike topic brought up. Incredible. All right. There's Barry's thing, and I'm getting down to the end of the chat. I hope I haven't missed anything. The last entry says, great job, Barry. Yeah, that's great. Okay, my friends. Well, not too bad. 8:06. 111 people in the house. What a great show. Thank you all for coming. I will see you tonight. A little happy music to say goodbye to your friends in the chat for a few minutes, and I will see you tonight at 7 p.m. in the members community. We'll have a panel, and I hope everybody comes. Barry says, well, you need a bigger stuffed animal for the new. I don't know. Roberto might feel a little slighted. I think we'll just take Roberto. We don't, now that he's my pet, I don't want to leave him home. There'll be a lot of sibling rivalry going on. That's not fair. Hey, Lori, I finally saw you. How you doing, Lori? Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you, Mitch. She says everybody's saying Anthony is out. And have a great day, everyone. See you later. Mitch says Mike Sealy. Yes, Barry. Have a great day, all. Brian Airy. Have a great day, everyone. Peter, bye, everyone. Great day in paradise. Enjoy your day, everybody, says Max. Lori says have a great day, everyone. Paul Tremblay, bye, Papa. Yep. Goodbye, Peter, and hopefully, I don't know if you're working tonight, but look forward to seeing you tonight. Everybody's saying goodbye to everybody else. The music is about to end, and I'm about to get on with my day. Here it comes. Yes, sir. Take the rest of the day off until 7. Everybody, and eat meat.